Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Brian Seymour, King of Comic Town, here in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh my goodness, the amount of B-roll footage that if it ever aired, we're just
done.
Yeah. It might be enough that the aliens come and just go, we're done. Take them off.
No, it's just
The intergalactic community says they gotta go. Or we could be the reasons why they haven't done it yet. I don't know. Maybe they're listening in. One or two. I'm with it. We are back for a brand new week of amazing comics.
Yes.
Such a good load of
right,
like amazing reading material dropped off at the store, your favorite store, Comic Town. My favorite store. It should be yours too. Okay, so what do we got? One that's different on our Goodreads you should read.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
This is tough.
Yes.
All right, let me start off with this one because we've reviewed it in the past.
Yes.
And I feel like it needs to be brought up yet again to keep people in the loop. Black Mask Comics, Destiny, New York. Pat Shand, who I found out did respond to my email many, many years ago. I just didn't realize that on my new iPhone, which was new to me at the time, that it's sent from my Apple email and not my email. And so I was like going through and clearing out data space. I'm like, oh. So sorry, Pat. All right, so
We'll get back to it.
Yeah.
We'll get back to it.
So Destiny, New York. This book is amazeballs. All right, so written by Pat, illustrated by Rosie Kampf, lettered by Jim Campbell, edited by Shannon Lee. This book is just crazy, amazing good. I don't know why it is not selling tons of copies. It is the story about these kids that they're born with a destiny.
Right.
They're destined to do something, and they know what that is. They go to the school, think like
Hogwarts.
Yeah, Hogwarts meets Professor X's School for the Gifted.
There you go.
And these people are trained to be ready to do their destiny when it comes. So the main character, they crush out their destiny when they're a kid.
Right.
So they're still going to the school, though. And it is this complex. It starts off with this very narrow group of people, like 3 or 4 people. And over the course of all these issues, they're expanding the scope. You're learning about these new people, and they're all super real feeling. The dialogue is amazing, the art is amazing. It is just such a good book, and if you haven't been reading it, you really ought to.
You really should.
And yeah, so if you're looking for something that takes place in a modern time but has kind of like that magical feel to it, this is it.
Yeah.
And it speaks to. I'm a 46-year-old dude. And
still vibes.
It's still 100% vibes.
Yeah.
It is really good. And this is kind of the end of a story arc. So it means trade's coming up. Pick it up. You will not be regretting.
At all. I think that's one of the more interesting things. So the reason why I didn't grab this one is because I'm actually kind of caught up because I grabbed the trade paperbacks from Pat at a show. So this is an interesting sort of thing where Pat has taken this project to Kickstarter and is well in advance on Kickstarter than with Black Mask coming out and doing like a re-release of individual issues. And I think that's one of those cool things where you recognize that this book has an audience, because clearly it has an audience, but then there's a totally separate group that you're trying to hit through the direct market. And there's something kind of cool to that. It to me reads like manga, where you've got Shonen Jump that comes out, but then when you get the individual volumes, they're selling gangbusters too. So this should definitely have that same effect. Make that happen, people, right now. I tackled Rogue Sun issue 5. And it's kind of crazy. So Perot, Abel, Ragazzani, Marquez, and Carey as the creative team. And I wanted to finish out this arc. And I think we've got like one more issue for this arc. Because this one was one of those very interesting, off-the-beaten-path superhero titles. Much like Radiant Black and that whole universe of titles. Radiant Red came out this week, and I didn't read that, which was really painful not to do. But I really wanted to see like a unique take on a superhero. And with this, we're definitely getting the family dynamic is fantastic. We really, after the last issue, you find out who killed the last Rogue Sun and who that is. And so to have that play out further here is even more interesting because, man, what a dynamic. And we're getting a lot of great backstory in this issue. So if you hadn't been like following along, this was the issue that you've been waiting for to get so much explained to you. And it was really well done. So hats off. I enjoyed it a lot.
Es bueno.
Yeah.
All right, and this is a tough one because we've got just pure fun and like a really kind of cool twist.
Let's do that one. Okay. Let's do the really cool twist. Okay, so The Illest Witch, book 1. Let's see. Let's give a full list of the creators here. Ruben Romero, art by Andrea Errico, colors by PH, letters and book design by Dave Lentz. Chris Walk edited, IFC art by Alex Monick. This starts off really cool. I wanted them to explain how this happened, and I was really upset that they didn't explain the joke. Or this trick. I didn't like that. Lots of character building really quickly, and in terms of a protagonist that you're not supposed to like, they do a great job.
Successfully executed.
Oh my gosh.
I get her though.
I do, but at the same time, like, really?
Yeah, so
neither one?
Yeah, so it's the story about this girl that grows up, and she's an illusionist, like an actual like modern day magician, David Copperfield, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
and she has a tough life, loses a couple people, and uses that as a springboard to harden herself and separate herself from the world, and she's just cold.
Yeah,
cold.
Like, other side of the pillow, cold. Like the coldest cold. And she's clearly going to be a part of a bigger destiny at play that she may or may not be aware of, because the stakes of magic in this world are far bigger than just tricks and entertainment.
And when that hits, that was like, what? Wait, what? That's a hard scene change. And then just that dude.
Man.
I don't even know what elevator pitch to give it, because it's like, giving it an elevator pitch kind of
you give too much away. Just experience this because it's kind of cool. Okay, so right now, and we were talking about this off camera, the idea or trope of this magical family, almost a ne'er-do-well female protagonist, definitely is going to have like the shadow of the Magic Order.
It's going to be tough.
Hanging over it, right? Like the first volume of Magic Order was huge. Second volume was even bigger. And knowing that there's 3 and 4 already in the works, I applaud you for wanting to get this story out, because when you have like another story that you're kind of fighting uphill against, that's tough to do.
Oh yeah,
like that's definitely tough. So you get mad credit for that alone. What I really like is the fantastic twist.
Yeah.
Like, that makes it something unique.
Totally different.
Yeah.
And because it's not, because it's definitely fantasy and not, God.
Don't do that.
Can't say it.
You can't.
That's the most adorable.
Right. Like, super, super cute. Super cute. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I would say if you're a fan of Magic Order and Once and Future,
I see that.
I feel like those are similar vibes. So definitely read that, because you should.
Yeah.
Because they're good.
It's good stuff.
Really good. Speaking of really good stuff,
Batman, Superman, World's Finest #4.
Yeah. The internet was already going crazy over this mashup amalgam character. Once you get to the story of how that happens, you're like, oh, that's even more
makes
cool.
it so much better.
Way more cool. Mark Waid, Dan Mora, Tamara Bonvillain.
Might be my favorite colorist.
Yeah. Almost no nights about it.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Okay, so in this one we've got this ancient evil that has returned.
Yeah.
Who has a plan that, when they explain it, almost ain't so bad.
Yeah.
Like the methodology is bad. But the rationale, you're like,
there's not that far off,
don't we? Yeah. It's not bad. This book is a master class on building for the next issue. I don't know of another series that ends at like just the right point where you go, every time.
Yeah.
Like every time. I mean, Mark Waid's been in the business for a little while. A little bit. So he should know what he's doing. But wow.
It's awesome because it's very seldom do we see a book that is a one-issue story and done, and very seldom do we see a book that isn't written specifically for that 6-issue trade paperback. So it's more continuous. this is such a perfect marriage of the two,
Yes.
where each issue is very much a chapter, and the beat ends perfectly for like that springboard, that like cliffhanger for the next issue.
Yep.
And I think Mark might just like be of that age where he's read, grew up reading one style, and he's absolutely killing it.
Yeah. I would even say, if you guys have studied the DC Comics Guide to Writing, Paul Levitz came up with this thing that it's the A story, B story, C story. And that's interwoven into this really well, because like this moment right here is clearly going to be a story beat.
Yeah.
But it's not the main story right now. So we're just kind of moving through.
Yeah.
And it's so cool the way that this is like, again, a masterclass in terms of how you can tell intricate, interwoven, but separate stories in comics. It's really, really well done. Again, if you're not reading this book,
You should.
yeah, like
Really should.
Come on, guys. Like, talk to your comic shop. Make sure that they've got it for
Yeah.
you, because you need to be reading this. It's fun.
Mhm.
Read
Yeah.
this one with a bowl of cereal. That's the way that
Yeah.
bowl of cereal and maybe your favorite action figure. It doesn't even have to be one of these guys,
Yeah.
but just
Have an action figure with you.
just because it goes with it so very well. Okay, so Goodreads that we should read, amazing. The must reads.
Yes.
You're not to leave the shop without them.
Yes.
Where do you want to start?
So we got two that are same,
Yeah.
one that differs. You were gushing about the Black Adam. Let us begin.
Black Adam, issue 1. Christopher Priest, Sandoval. What is Sandoval's first name? Because I'm giving everybody their absolute credit on this one, because oh my god, this book is amazing. Where are you, DC? Stop hiding your credits page, man.
We just
Like-
want one spot.
Every time I think I know where it is, and then you move it, and I don't know where it is, and now I look like the jerk who doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay. Rafa Sandoval, Matt Herms on colors, Willie Schubert on lettering. Willie, you did your job. You did your job. Okay. Christopher Priest, longtime writer, amazing editor, has been in the game for a while.
Yep.
If you've known him long enough, you know, right? In the late 90s, he redefined Black Panther.
If you haven't read The Client, go forth and get it, because it is so amazing.
Yes, if you enjoyed the specific characters of Everett Ross, the Dora Milaje, like any of that, that's where that comes from, right? So that Marvel Knights run is where that comes from. So for him to tackle Black Adam, again, a character who we don't necessarily associate with blackness, even though Kahndaq is in this very Egyptian-esque area, which is northern Africa. Why we don't do this, we don't. It's our fault. He redefines, updates, modernizes, makes you care in a way that you just never have before.
Yeah.
And so literally this starts off in a way where that is our title character.
Oh, okay.
And this is a jump forward in time that expertly there are aspects of this that get explained as we go back.
Okay.
Where in terms of
Ooh,
interaction and engagement, yeah, you see who that is.
that's a somebody.
Yeah, that is a somebody. That's a very big somebody.
Yeah.
And how this plays out is very interesting. It works in so many different ways, but he is literally rebuilding the mythos of Black Adam in a way that, no disrespect to Dwayne, but because this is just now coming out and that movie was supposed to have been out a while ago, we know that they're not going to be the same.
Yeah.
This one's better. I haven't even seen the movie. I'm
Sight
sorry.
unseen.
Sight unseen. This is better because this iteration of Black Adam has so many layers that clearly weren't in production yet.
Yeah.
Now, maybe y'all reshot some stuff. Maybe you did, knowing that this was coming. I hope you did, because, man, the level of what he's got coming, insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's so good. And we've already seen, if you've checked out previews, there's I think issue 4, the cover of issue 4, they've shown, and so there's context to that's built up in this. Ooh. And so
nice.
Wow. Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
All right, also from Behemoth Comics.
Oh, hell, Behemoth.
I don't know that I'm ever not going to review Heavy Metal Drummer.
As well, you shouldn't, right? Like, you have to do this.
Created and written by Kiefer Findlow and Emiliano Pliskin. Art by Luca Vaseo. Lettering by Omar Estevez. Colored by Luca Vaseo and Tokabe. Logo and credit designs by Ryan Ferrier. Okay, so you have to... I don't know which one of y'all is the metalhead. Mm-hmm. Because there is band references. Ooh. Like, everybody knows Slayer.
Sure.
Everybody knows Pantera.
Right.
Most people know Venom, maybe.
Okay.
But when you hit me with a Morbid Saint album cover, you're going back. And I have much respect for that. So anyways, so this is, on the surface, a story about a dude who is a drummer in a heavy metal band. Mm-hmm. But in reality, he has been conscripted into a multi-dimensional battle over I don't know what, but there are cat people that present as old women who are prostitutes who siphon the life force.
Oh, that's a good word for it.
Yeah.
That's a good word for it.
From clients.
Yeah. Let me see that.
And his job is to hunt them down and kill them. I don't know why fully. I don't care. It is the craziest, over-the-top, black light poster. Yeah, right. When I'm like, wait, that's Spectrum of Death. So in this issue, he has been tasked with finding the final one needed for him to get his reward. And the form in which this one takes...
No,
you're not there yet.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, no. No!
Right. The cops are closing in because he's leaving a trail of bodies. The cops are closing in on him because you're not supposed to kill people. Apparently. I don't know. What about freedom? So the cops are closing in on him. He's about to... Right?
Oh, my God.
This is the craziest... This needs to be a movie.
Oh, my God.
But I don't want it to be big budget. Like, this is...
No. It's got to be like, animated, man. Like, heavy metal.
Heavy metal style...
Come on.
Yeah, y'all, this is if you're looking for a book that reminds you of like the heavy metal animated series, that's right, it's right here. It's amazing. Right? The Mandy. Right the Mandy reference.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is amazing.
It is. Yeah, if you're looking for offbeat stuff, that is definitely not for kids.
Okay, I gotta ask you, is this 6x9? And the reason why I'm asking is I think I just found a new printer that I'm gonna be making my comics through, and 6x9 is the sweet spot price point size.
Is that the reason?
I don't know, but if so, like, I'm joining your 6x9 club because one, I think it still works very well, and ironically, even though it might not fit the standard for everything else, it stands out.
Yeah, it really does
in a major way. So. Is that what this is, 6x9? Because if so, I'm about to be like, I'm on your coattails for sure, without question. I can't believe that. Is that really who, or are they just taking the form of?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what I hope.
Because there's no right answer. There's no right answer there at all. There's just bad.
Yeah,
there's
just a whole lot of.
That's it. You gonna do I Hate This Place?
Sure.
Kyle Starks, Artyom Toipolin, and Lee Lowridge. I Hate This Place, issue 2. We have one of our sweet protagonists inherited this amazing farm from their dear aunt and uncle, and upon arrival, find out that free ain't free.
Yeah.
Okay, there's some payment that's due. And it's too late. You can't escape it now.
Yep.
And okay,
ghosts, tentacle monsters, maybe aliens,
all of the above. Yeah. This messed me up.
Right? Like that. because there's a lot of humor in the book.
Yeah.
And it like takes all those like different like ghost story and kind of plays with it. That was legit horror.
That was scary. Like, because it. So. It's okay. We haven't seen a 9-panel grid played out so well since Watchmen.
Yeah, it's been years.
Like this, like you are bouncing around to the rhythm of this.
Mm-hmm.
And you wielded it perfectly. Because like
which one ever you came up with it, because it then does the page turn.
Yes,
and you're just like,
that's oh my god! Like you can hear this.
Yeah,
you can literally hear this sequence, and it is terrifying. The color choice, freaking amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Okay. The explanation of Adrian, man, that was messed up, man.
Yeah, because like reading it up, I'm like, man, why is that happening? And then you get the slightly different color paneling, and you get the backstory, and you're just like, oh, man, what? I like it. Dang,
that's messed up. That's messed up. And then with what happened,
yeah,
like the plays on horror in this are legit, like.
If anybody out there, is watching the trailers for Nope and like hitting like on YouTube, and you're not picking this book up,
what are you doing?
You are failing yourself.
You're half stepping. You are literally half stepping. This is. I mean, it's fascinating with the way that the horror is playing out. The little bits of machismo, like what I don't even know, like macho mannerisms, but then like they have a turn to them, and you're like,
yeah,
that's not right.
And then there's this dude. Are we allowed to say the name? Because his name.
Do it.
If you have ghosts and you want them gone, forget the other 8 names you think you already know, because they're just pretenders. They're just entertainers.
Yeah. They got jokes.
The real innovator, the real hammer in the ghost hunting field is Dante Howitzer.
Come on. He's about that action, okay?
I'm going to rename myself Dante Howitzer. It's just...
And that's your business card.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Dante Howitzer. I hunt ghosts. Like, get some.
Yeah.
Get some. His entrance to this is about to be either amazing or amazingly bad.
Yeah.
And if this is any indication of what could happen,
right? Like, I don't know if he's going to come in and whoop ass, or he's going to come in and just be killed in the first panel. I don't know.
Either will be right. What I also appreciate is the subjugation of tropes. Normally in horror themed things, people that look like me tend to have first or worse things happen to them. Yeah. So I appreciate that first has not been what has occurred. Worst is still possible.
Is it?
But I was going to say, but that's going to be really hard to top than that moment right there, because I feel so bad, because I don't even know if he knows what happened to him.
He might not.
Like, he just died. Like, that's the best wish that I could have for him, is as messed up as what it looks like to us, he just ceased. That's what I hope.
I've turned a block of mozzarella into, like, usable for pizza that has not...
That was bad.
This is like a thing of Bacos and calling it a Peppa Pig puzzle. Like this.
It's true.
Ramon.
It's true. Yeah, no.
And you don't even know.
You haven't seen it yet, but it's so right. Oh God. Oh, amazing storytelling. Absolutely fantastic. That was a great read. However, book of the week, without question,
James Patrick.
Rimbaud, Kaiju Score, Steal from the Gods, Issue 3, AfterShock. Francesco Segala, Dave Sharp, round up the team.
We need these guys' middle names to give like full credit. Like James Remington Patrick from the great state of Connecticut.
Like, I need in grade 5 GPA was because this is smart. And this is smart on a level where you already are like, heist during a kaiju presentation is already smarter than you were prepared for, right? Because you're like, oh, this is going to be some dumb action thing. No. It is brilliance. Absolute brilliance that you didn't understand. Now, we've taken it to a whole nother level. We're talking cults.
I don't know how I didn't see it. Like, that's my thing. Like,
I get it. Because it was right there.
Yeah.
It was right there.
And when it happens, I was like...
And that's the other part in terms of Watchmenisms. It's happening. Like, it's not even like the, oh, I'm going to tell you this plan and you have time. No. It is happening.
It's done.
Like, I was hurt when my man got it.
Right?
I was like, no.
And then the realization sets in, like, it's done.
This is it. Yeah, crazy. A heist of gold doubloons hidden within a kaiju have now taken apocalyptic levels.
Because this is one of the big bats. Like,
yes.
This thing, all it did was like try to kill everything.
Yes.
It's not like a Godzilla type thing where like I'll show up and I'll mess up a city or two.
Yeah. Maybe I'll fight something else that is actually worse and you just don't realize it.
No. Yeah. This thing was just like, I'm just going to destroy everything.
Yeah.
Like, to the point cults grew up and we're like, yeah, we're going to worship this thing because
that's what it did.
Yeah.
And it was good. We think it was good what it was trying to do, and let's bring that back. I don't know how they get out of this.
I don't either. I have no clue. And this is only issue 3.
Yeah.
So there's time.
But how?
How?
What is this going, 5 issues?
I think
6?
5 or 6.
Please 6. I need more. Don't make me wait that long. Please. I will mainline this so fast.
Yeah, because it takes you from it's a heist movie.
Right.
And then it puts in the stakes of like if they don't succeed, there are other criminals that are going to kill them.
Right.
And they don't have a way out, so they have to do it.
They got to do this, right? So that's your Ocean's 12.
Yeah.
But then you sprinkle on some freaking King of the Monsters here.
Yeah.
And everyone is probably going to die. Like, realistically, like I don't know that they survive this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. God, and every part of it, like the art, the color choices,
so good.
And the fact that the stakes are so high. It isn't a situation where someone gets shot and in 2 issues they'll be fine. Like they're dead. They're ghosted.
Dead. Like multiple times, bleeding out. Like that's what's happening.
I love that line. Tell your mother I'm.
Oh my God, listen. If I want to go out, that's exactly how I want to do it. Right there. Say the crudest thing. The crudest. And what are you gonna do? Be mad at me? Yeah, I'm talking about your mom. Yeah. Deal with it. I died. Okay. He's like, amazing. Do you wake up another one? Will that exacerbate the situation?
You'd have to. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Like it's all kinds of bad. That's a whole lot of bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how they survived this one. I just don't. That's the magic of this series right here. Is it's not the question of if, you're just wondering how.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, how? Show me. Take me on that ride because that's what I'm here for. This is better suspension of disbelief than all of the Fast and Furious movies combined, without question. That's what Fast 10 needs is Godzilla to show up.
Yeah.
And then we can have a conversation about its relevance to this series right here. That's it. Boom. Boom. It's Fast and Furious if Godzilla shows up regularly. If he doesn't, your Fast series is trash.
Stupid.
Okay? Maybe that's what they keep trying to get Dwayne Johnson back for. So they can take Rampage.
Maybe.
And put that into it. Maybe. So
maybe?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, vroom, vroom, car go fast. No, you have nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Car goes fast into a kaiju's ear.
Yeah.
Drives through over brain matter to get to the other. I would watch that.
Let's say let's say that they are successful in the sense of we have found a way to stop.
Yeah.
This critter. They still have to deal with
the ramifications of what they did. Yes. There's no way
because they're on 2 people's listo de pupo.
Yes. Like already 2, depending on how this plays, it could be more.
How are you going to Stranger Things back half season 4 your way out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, and I am here for that adventure. I cannot wait. Bring out the next issue, man. Come on, what are y'all waiting on? Stop playing. Y'all have our emails. Just send it to us.
Send it.
send scripts and stick figures. I'm here for it, okay? I will put it together myself. Just tell me. I need to know.
Yeah.
I won't sit because it needs it.
It's got to be almost done. Like all of it.
It's got to. Just send sneak peeks, right? You can read it to me, okay?
A panel a day.
Yes.
Just
with a panel a day, you too could feed a poor black child in clothes. Feed my imagination in the arms of the kaiju. I want to read it. I want to read it. Gimme. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Good stuff.
AfterShock, man. Like,
smaller publishers getting it done.
It's like, do they fail? Has there been a bad AfterShock book? Right.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Right. Like, slam dunks across the board. They got more rings than the NBA combined. Pick a team. They win. Just, so good. Okay. We enjoyed everything that we read. We hope that you liked us talking about it. If so, click that thumbs up. If you've watched this far, you owe us that, man. You owe yourself that thumbs up, really. So do that and
subscribe.
Boom.
Hit the bell. Every week we do this. We give you this, and it'll let you know.
Yeah, because we love you so much that we will kiss you in the mouth upon request and Venmo payments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Venmo or no go.
Venmo where no one has gone before. Yeah. That just got weird. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Toodles.
Bye.